Welcome back, tennis obsessors, to another video. As you can see from the title, we're going to be comparing the old and new Babolat Pure Aero 98. Let's see if the newer model is an improvement or if you just stick with the 2023 version. With the new format of comparisons and reviews of rackets on the channel, there is a further addition to how the rackets are compared. There is a new point system being added, where after each shot and drill, i.e. forehands, backhands, the racket will receive a rating out of 10. And at the end of the video, the scores will be added up to see which is the highest, and in turn the better racket subjectively. Starting off with forehands. The new Aero I found had a little bit more power than the previous model. The old version has a slightly higher launch angle, so for me it gave me that little bit more topspin, but this does make the new one better at flat hitting. So it's going to depend on your playstyle for which you're going to prefer. I feel the previous model to give me better directions on my shots, as it gives me a bit more of a raw feel, so I feel slightly more connected to the ball. So for forehands, I'm going to be giving the new Aero an 8 and the old one a 9. Both rackets were strong with my current tournament setup, the Qualia Talk Squared, and if you want to try out these strings or other Qualia strings for yourself, then go to qualiasport.com and use discount code OBSESSED at checkout for 20% off. The previous Aero model features in my Perfect Setup series, where I test different string setups and the topmost selling rackets until we all find the perfect one. If you want to see both Aeros feature more in the series, then leave a comment down below. Moving on to backhand. The new Aero I felt was that little bit more stable on the backhand due to the ever so slightly more forgiveness that they've added. The sweet spot seems to just be marginally enlarged, so when I hit off the centre it's less likely to twist in my hand. And I felt it was slightly easier to flatten the ball out with the new Aero due to the lower launch angle. I must say the new one seemed to struggle when the ball was low to rip it from the baseline, where the old Aero didn't. And once again there seemed to just be a little bit too much power with little direction with the new Aero. For my playstyle of my topspin one-hander, I just prefer the old Aero, so I'm giving the new one a 7 and the old Aero an 8. I have an in-depth review on the new Aero, so if you want to go see that, then I'll leave a link in the description, so go check that out. Next up, the slice. The old Aero has better feel over the ball due to the rawness of the frame. This makes it easier to direct the slice. But with the added power and lower launch angle of the new frame, I found the slice to be a little bit deeper and a little bit lower over the net. So I'm going to be giving the new Aero a 9 and the old one an 8. Onto the drop shots. Both rackets were very similar on the forehand and backhand. The only difference, once again, is the older Aero having that bit more feel over the ball. So for me, I found that I had better direction on the drop shot, and if the ball didn't go in, it was easier to tell why. So I'm going to be giving the new Aero an 8.5 and the old one a 9. Now looking at the volleys. The new Aero is slightly more stable than the previous one, so when it came to blocking hard shots, it was that little bit better. Although I found the previous Aero to be better at directing the volley and cutting those angles due to the feel. I find that both rackets shine at different parts of the volley, so I'm going to be giving both of them an 8.5. Finally, onto serves. Sticking with the same theme throughout this whole video, the Aero has a more powerful serve, and I also found it was better hitting a flat serve. There was better direction with a better kick and slice serve with the old Aero. So I find when it comes to giving a rating, it depends what you want from your serve. But to me, I mainly just want that mixture of power and consistency. So for that, I'm calling it a draw and giving both rackets an 8 for serving. Let's have a look at the final scores. The new Aero coming in at a score of 49 out of 60 and the old Aero coming in at 50.5 out of 60. So for what suits my game and playstyle, I found the old Aero to just be that little bit better than the new one. As always, thank you for watching the video. If you've enjoyed it, then I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. It does really help the channel out. Like I said earlier, if you want the strings used in the video, then go to qualiasport.com and use the discount code OBSESSED at checkout for 20% off. And I will see you in the next one.